I would like to welcome to the Warrensville Heights City District Work Session Board meeting for September 11th, 2024. Uh, would you please call
Mr. Freeman? Here. Mr. Fuller? Here. Mr. Newman? Here. Mr. Gator? Here. Mr. Roberts?
here? Next item 1.2, stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Next, item 1.3, the approval of the agenda. Before we move to approval, does anyone have any additions to the agenda? Do I have a properly moved and seconded? I would like to have this added to 1.4, entitled it board reports. Dr. Rock, will you please call the roll?
Mr. Fuller?
Yes.
Yes. Mr.
Yes.
Mrs. Gator? Mr. Roberts?
Yes. Passes 5-0. Any questions to the
Mr. Chairman, we have a donation. The class of 1974 Warrensville Heights 50th reunion weekend was held in Warrensville. A donation Saturday afternoon, and I have a donation of that class of 1974, and I want to thank them, all of who showed up for the reunion. They donated to our go to Pearl Harbor.
all right, so are we going to add that to the agenda, or we just think of it as
Dr. Rock, can I do it as an announcement?
Announcement's fine.
Announcement's fine. I'll put it in section 7.
okay? Section 7.
It doesn't need to be voted on.
If you want to vote on it, you could.
We do need to accept the donation.
We don't have to.
All right, we'll add it to 1.4 in the board report, and we will vote on the acceptance of it. All right.
Yeah, formally, we should accept the
Yeah,
donation.
we'll vote on the acceptance of it. All right, so there's a motion on the board to add that donation to the agenda on the board report. Do we have a second? Thank you very much. It's been properly moved and seconded. Dr. Rock, would you please call the roll?
Mrs. Newman? Yes. Mr. Freeman?
Yeah.
Mr. Fuller?
Yeah.
Mrs. Gator? Mr. Roberts?
Yes, motion passes 4-0. Those two items have been added to board reports on our agenda. With those additions, board, do I have a motion to approve the agenda? All right, so properly moved and seconded. Dr. Rock, would you please call the roll?
Mr. Freeman? Yes. Mr. Fuller? Yes. Mrs. Newman? Yes. Mrs. Gator? Yes. Mr. Roberts?
Yes. Motion passes 5-0. Those two items will be added to the agenda under the topic of board reports. And that brings us to board reports. Mrs. Gator.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. The board has recently briefly discussed during the holiday card competition. I'd like to go ahead and ask you that we want to have the staff to roll it out to students as early as Monday, if possible.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that's last time we did it, we had a theme. So we didn't come up with a theme. The theme came up on communication department. Do you want to come up with a theme, or do we just want to say a holiday card competition and give them the
I think leaning on the students' creativity would be good. We could just say holiday card competition and give them a deadline and see what we get. I think that would be a great opportunity for us to Yep.
The way we did it last year is we had 3 designs from each school. We had one winner from each school, elementary school, high school, and middle school. I don't know who selected, did they send them to the principal?
They sent them to the principal. I think they sent them to the communications team. I think, and then
Principals had to make a decision on which ones were coming.
right. So they went to the principal. I think the principal sent the top 3 over, and then the board picked between the top 3. So we could do that process.
Okay, all right, so it's pretty much keep that the same way. They chose 8 finalists, come to the board from the high school, 6 from the middle school, and 12 from the elementary school.
Right. It seemed to go well. It seemed to go pretty well last time, so we're trying to keep it in order.
So then the only other thing that I wanna, clarify is last year we did gift certificate, we did gift cards. We all pitched in and bought a gift card. Now, Joey, is it possible? Some food from athletics, and maybe even include as part of the prize, package for them, maybe the students and one or two family members who come to an athletic.
100%. That's easy. Yeah, we'll take care of that. They get a pass to the games. We get swag back. We got all kind of goodies that we could give them. That's great.
The best thing to do is to just, announce that there will be, the $25 or we decide to increase the minimum $25 award, and we probably have some issues that.
Right. Or we could just say awards are given, and we don't have to tell them what it is. And then the awards can be whatever we decide. It could be we know it's going to be gift cards, but we also can add the additional things.
All right, so this is just something I just kind of thought of at the last minute. So what if we want to select like a grand prize winner, or maybe the school that has the best one, and maybe a trophy to give to them each year, and then the winner, whoever wins the next year, gets that trophy. It's kind of like bragging rights for who has the best contest. I mean, who has the best.
So that'd be like a historical contest to see what school produces the best. I think building traditions is always a good thing, in my opinion.
How do you rate elementary school?
Yeah, the little kids against the older kids. Right. But I like the concept though.
I do too.
Think about that.
Right.
We don't have, for them to roll it out, we could, at least get them to roll it out, and then we decide to come up with like a grand prize. You never know, it might be different every year. It might be the high school every year, or the middle school every year. But ultimately, the final decision will be for the board to decide who is the grand prize winner. So that would be us. All right, so, and then the last thing I want to ask is dates for the submission. I put some tentative dates. If we started on Monday, the 16th,
I need a pen.
would it be enough time to get it back by either the meeting on the 7th? Honestly, they could get it back to you guys in between then, in between the 2 meetings in October, and we can be ready to review it. That meeting on the 23rd, I think it is.
Can I see your pen real quick, sir?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm looking at, I'm not gonna say the 16th, the week of the 16th. Which gives them a clean out of the principal.
So we start Monday. What's Monday, November? September 16th. So
for them, it wouldn't be for us though. That would be for them to decide. Charlie can decide what day.
What day is the board meeting in November?
November we only have one meeting, and that's the 20th.
So we need to, we need to have it for that date, for the 20th meeting. Or you want it before then? In October?
Yeah,
So the card could be the district
The
card.
district's card?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then maybe we could announce the winner on the website.
Okay.
Anytime after the 31st of October, and then invite them to the meeting on the 20th to give them their award and, flag.
Okay. I'm just trying to get the dates. It's all doable. So we need on October 23rd meeting.
So yeah, prior,
I think the board.
So we need them October 18th.
maybe that Friday.
The Friday, October 18th is the date. So that's the deadline to turn them in.
Mhm.
October 18th.
You're working.
I think we did do that. We did something different. Well, yeah, October 18th, and like if people get here at 6 o'clock, it won't take that long. Yeah, it won't take that long. So October 18th, we'll get them. Then the October 23rd meeting, it'll be the judge, and then we can announce it soon after, whatever, Christmas, things, Halloween or something.
That's what, announce the winner around the first.
And then
Via website, social media, t-shirts, and then the 20th we can present.
Yep.
Bring them in. Okay.
All right.
All right, that's fine.
We got it.
All right. Good fun.
All right. We got it.
All right. All right. Let's get it. Board, do we have a motion to implement the annual holiday card competition this year? Is there a second? All right. It's been properly moved and seconded. Dr. Rock, would you please call the roll?
Mr. Fuller?
Yes.
Mrs. Newman? Yes. Mr. Freeman?
Yes.
Mrs. Gator?
Yes.
Mr. Roberts?
Yes, motion passes 5-0. Next thing on the agenda, also in item 1.4 board report, is the donation of Mr. Freeman.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Over this weekend, Friday and Saturday, I want to thank Superintendent Jolly for allowing the Warrensville Heights class of 1974 to come and tour our brand new school. He talked to the actual alumni, and they got a lot of insight from our superintendent. We had some great scholars, 9th and 10th graders, I forgot their names, but they walked them around about 20 different 74 classes. On Saturday, they had their dinner at our Civic Center, the Warrensville Civic Center, and they took up a donation. And the donation was presented to me on Saturday, and I have a check to give Superintendent Jolly for the band and for the band leader, Deshaun Wilson, and I want to present that at this time, Mr. Chair.
All right.
Thank you, sir.
We have to vote on it? We'll have a vote to accept it. We'd like to issue a formal thank you to the Warrensville class of 1974 for their $200 donation to the Warrensville Heights Band to assist in their trip to Hawaii. So thank you very much, Warrensville class of 1974. At this time, do I have a motion to accept the donations from the Warrensville class of 1974?
Mr. Chair, I'd like to move that the board accept the class of 1974 donation to the Warrensville Heights Band.
All right, thank you very much. It's been properly moved and seconded. Dr. Rock, would you please call the roll?
Mrs. Newman? Yes. Mr. Freeman?
Yes.
Mr. Fuller?
Yes.
Mrs. Gator?
Yes.
Mr. Roberts?
Yes, motion passes 5-0. And once again, Warrensville class of 1974, thank you very much. That takes us to section 3. Superintendent's recommendations and presentation for board action certificated staff. Do we have a motion, board?
Mr. Chair, I move that we accept, item 3.1 under superintendent's recommendation presentation for board action certified staff.
All right, it's been properly moved. Do I have a second?
A second.
All right, it's been properly moved and seconded. Mr. Johnson.
Yes, these two are the last two positions that we needed for intervention specialists at the one at the middle school and one at the early childhood center. This means that we are fully staffed for intervention specialists. The reason it went on the agenda because these people started way early. We do not pay them unless they're board approved, and it would be at the end of the month.
Any questions for? All right, hearing none, Dr. Rock, would you please call the roll?
Mr. Freeman,
Yes.
Mr. Fuller,
Yes.
Mrs. Newman,
Yes.
Mrs. Gator,
Yes.
Mr. Roberts.
Yes, motion passes 5-0. Next, that takes us to section 4, superintendent's recommendations and presentations for board action, classified staff. Board, do we have a motion?
Mr. Chairman, we accept item 4.1, employment classified staff. This is our employment to, women acceptance, as transportation.
Board, do we have a second? Thank you very much. It's been properly moved and seconded. Mr. Johnson.
Yes, this is another essential position. This is a special ed bus, which we have handicapped students on that we had an employee who did not come back from a leave. So we really needed somebody on this bus as soon as possible because these is handicapped students. These are students who need assistance. And we were lucky to find somebody to get on that bus. So we again want to make sure these are all emergency situations, and this is emergency situation. So.
Understood. Any questions for? No? All right, hearing none. Dr. Rock, would you please call the roll?
Mr. Fuller,
Yes.
Mrs. Newman,
Yes.
Mr. Freeman,
Yes.
Mrs. Gator,
Yes.
Mr. Roberts.
Yes, motion passes 5-0. Next, that'll bring us to section number 5, superintendent's recommendations and presentations for personnel and program. Board, do I have a motion?
Mr. Chair, I'd like to move item number 5, superintendent's recommendation, presentation for personnel and programs for item 5.1.
Do we have a second? Well, thank you very much. It was properly moved and seconded. Mr. Johnson?
Yeah, so this is a time-sensitive thing we got from the county. This is Maya and Maya's position. It's an extension of the closing achievement gap. It was a 2-year contract, and they're extending it. Maya, again, has done a great job for us in helping our students. And the total amount of 642 is not what we received, but it's the total amendment, and then we will get a separate contract later. But it's just to approve that we're going to keep the program, an extension of the program. Salary, yes, ma'am.
Board, any additional questions?
Maya Jones, not Nettis, I'm sorry. She's recently married.
Right, Maya got me. All right, any questions for us? All right, hearing none, Dr. Rock, would you please call the roll?
Mr. Newman, Mrs. Newman.
Sorry, Mr. Newman.
I'm sorry, Mr. Newman. Mr. Freeman,
Yes.
Mr. Fuller,
Yes.
Mrs. Gator,
Yes.
Mr. Roberts.
Yes, motion passes 5-0. That brings us to item number 6, new business, Saturday school. Mr. Johnson?
Yes, I want the board to consider a Saturday school approval. As we talked at our last meeting, we talked about truancy and the issues that we were having with truancy. So we have started implementing detentions after school, but we wanted to have a little more consequences without going out for suspensions. So this Saturday school program, we've done Saturday school all throughout the years, but this Saturday school, we want to do this at the middle and high school. It'll be in lieu of suspension, so instead of suspending students, they'll be required to come in for Saturday school from 9 to 12 on Saturdays. The Saturday schools will have 3 different options where students will have 3 different choices. One is that we'll have teachers there to give academic support for those who are behind. For those who are up to or how they work all done, we have opportunities for them to help the custodians, like clean and do different things. And then other ones who want independent work of just working on their own, if they have their own pace to do those things. In talking to our team, there seem to be 3 different buckets of students. Like some students just want to put their headphones on and do their work. The other students need support. And then other students just come late for no reason and got good grades and everything. So we could put them to work and have them work and so forth and help our custodians. The budget for this is We have a Saturday school lead, which would be a principal or someone who aspiring to be a principal who's going to be responsible for the program at the high school and middle school. As you can see, the payment 17 dates total are listed, all the dates on the proposal, and then we have 2 academic teachers there per. There's already a custodian that already works Saturdays anyway, so we don't really have to pay. This custodian cost is incurred because we already got the schools open on Saturdays. So for a total cost of $11,000. Um, and there might be some opportunities in this process to cancel some dates because if we correct the tardies, we won't need a Saturday. And the whole goal is not to need Saturday. That's the goal. It's for tardies, but in I'm also going to extend it in lieu of some suspensions during school also.
So when you say that, so let's say for instance, we've got two students, that does not.
No,
They're
no,
suspended.
they're suspended.
This would be.
Lower tier stuff.
Do we need to specify or do you want to leave that up to, management?
So I think we when we say tardies, we're talking in the morning and also during the day. So lockouts, during the day when people late to class, those are things that people end up getting suspended for that we can alleviate the suspensions with these Saturday schools. Because, like, I'm gonna be honest, when I was the principal, I used to suspend people. You like twice in one day, you was getting 2 days at home. It stopped it, but it rose the suspension rate. So, what we're trying to do is give our principals more tools to not suspend, to try to keep kids in, and to try to um, not have as many students leaving for suspensions for things that we can mitigate by having a Saturday school or detentions. One of the things is that when people don't come to detentions, then the only other option is a suspension. That's all you can do is suspend. So this just gives us another layer so that we won't have to suspend. Now, if they don't go to the Saturday school, then they get suspended. Um, So this is why I'm proposing it. I just think, and again, we saw our data. The report card will come out tomorrow. You will see only one of our schools met the requirement for chronic tardies, and that's the elementary school. The early childhood center missed it, the middle school missed it, and the high school missed it. So again, our goal is not to run it back the same, but to try to come up with some other creative ways to try to address it. Um, we can't run this at the early childhood center because it's not the kids' fault. It ain't their fault that they're late. But the middle and high school, we got buses for everybody. It's, everybody got a bus, so there's no reason for you to be late at middle and high school. Yeah, it'll be security there too, because they work anyway. But we'll add that on here too. But yes, Miss Gator. Right, so part of the process of a detention or a Saturday school, the parent has to be informed. One of the reasons why we're going to do the Saturday school, because some of the parents said their kids can't stay after school because they might have a sibling or something else. So that parent communication on any suspension or detention is automatic. And a parent will have to consent for them to come on Saturday. So those are the So I think that's part of the processes that we're gonna have to work through. Like if you're not there, is there gonna be a phone call? All the people that's not there to give them an opportunity to come. So those are things that we're gonna have to do. But I believe we need another layer because we do suspend people. But we for tardies and lates, I would like the opportunity to try something different to try to rectify it. Um, and it also provides additional interventions for students who might miss first period and now they can have opportunities to catch up. And we looking at the kids who got to walk other kids to school. That is something that we're looking at because it's a group of high school students who do walk their early childhood center sister or brother to school, and they go pick them up after school every day too. And we don't want to punish them for family situations.
Ms. George, for you to implement this in a timely fashion, would you need would need
Uh,
a vote on
Yeah, I
it
would,
this
if
evening?
the board would consider it, I would appreciate it, because we would like to start Saturday if possible. But if not, we can push it. I gotta ask Mr. Alexander. He's been coordinating it. I know he's one, so I gotta see who else. He already had a list, and I told him that we couldn't implement it until the board approved it. So if the board approves it tonight, I'll inform him in the morning, and then we'll start that process.
Just tutoring
Yeah,
and not,
and
not being punitive.
I think that's what we're gonna talk about once we get the team together. Because this is the positions and the program. Once we get the Saturday school team together, then we can start to talk about that. Like, it could be an intervention for people who just need help, need extra help. And that's, I think, would probably make it way more effective if we just say, if you're behind, you can come up on Saturday and get help. Yeah, I think that would be. So we want to separate middle and high school. That was part of the thing to keep them separated, because again, but I will have a report to you next week. I'll send a written report about how we're gonna work this out. If I could get you that tardy number like tomorrow, because we monitoring that every day.
Do you have any additional questions on this program, board? Would we like to submit a motion to move forward on it this evening?
Mr. Chair, I'd like to move item 6.1, Saturday school.
All right, thank you very much. It's been properly moved and seconded. Dr. Rock, would you please call the roll?
Mr. Freeman.
Yes.
Mr. Fuller.
Yes.
Mrs. Lumen.
Yes.
Mrs. Gator.
Yes.
Mr. Roberts.
Yes, motion passes 5-0. We look forward to results from the Saturday school implementation. Thank you very much, Mr. Scott. Brings us to item number 7. Dr. Rock, Mr. Dolly, are there any announcements you would like to make?
Announcement for this weekend on Saturday is the Athletic Hall of Fame. This Saturday at 1:00. Of course, the board can come and participate in it. Starts Saturday at 1. There's also Muni football from 2 to 8 in the field on Saturday at the high school. So our little kids play on Saturday. Then also next week is the Battle of the Bands, which we will host. Friday is the dance competition, so all the auxiliaries will be Saturday, and then Friday is the dance. Saturday is the competition. It's the band, 6:30 under the lights. 10 high school bands and 2 college bands.
Mr. Dolly, is Friday inside and Saturday outside, or are they both?
Friday
outside?
is inside in the gym,
Okay.
and then outside is Saturday. Is on the football field.
So that's 2021, September 20th or 21st.
September 20th and 21st. Online, I would talk to Mr. Wilson though, because he did say complimentary tickets for the board. So we will have complimentary tickets for the board. So any board member that wants tickets, let me know, and we'll get your tickets for you. I got you. I'm gonna get the whole board the tickets. You'll be out of town. And then last but not least, tomorrow our report card will come out. So you'll see on the report card that the district did better than we anticipated. So you will see that. You will see some areas of concern, which we have already shared with the board, and as our principals shared. You will see one school did real well on the report card, and I think that in moving forward, we have a good foundation. Somebody asked me when will we be a 5 district. I think right now we have a pathway to get there sooner than later. So tomorrow, probably by noon, you'll see it on the news, and hopefully and prayerfully, it's better than last year's. I have seen it. Hmm. Um, no, it's not. It's all preliminary stuff, but it's final preliminary. I can. Yeah, tomorrow morning I'll just send it to you. As soon as it's official, I'll send it out to you. I it, uh, when we met in August, I was very concerned. But things did. They came together. They came together. Like, of course, we did a lot of work. Our principals did a lot of work. Our teachers did a lot of work. But the preliminary data show a lot of concern. Um, but to the report card, there's other factors, as we always talked about, value added. Value added is student growth, which we didn't have that data back at that time. And we were able, our student growth was where it should be. It was at a level that is acceptable to where we are because we know we did the work, but we do have areas of concern, major areas of concern that we have to address that are holding us back. I would say holding us back from getting to where we need to be. So we need to address those areas, in which we are aggressively are going to address them. Because again, to me, is you know how you could build a house and you build the first floor. It takes a certain skill set to build to get to the first floor, but to get to the roof, you got to have a whole nother skill set. So where we at now is that we are very good at doing certain things that got us a, a good rating last year, a better one this year. But in order for us to go to the next level, we have to do things different. We can't do it the same because we're gonna get the same result that we got this year, which is not bad, but it's not excellence. When I say excellence, it's like 5 stars. It should be we not yeah we not. That's where we are, and I think collectively expecting that and not allowing people or not people or ideologies of what can happen. You know, sometimes people come into a game and already lost the game. Oh, we lost this. This is this. This is that. Yeah, we are in the process of. We got a whole bunch of people that think we can hang in the game, but now we gotta have push people over to know we can win every game. So it don't matter what the the game. And I'm using sports, but it's easier. I mean, for me, the concept you know, even when the game get tough, you know, you got tough situations and different type of children that's coming, that we have enough experience and we have enough resources that we can overcome whatever that is to to win. And then winning in this business is kids learning at the highest levels. So sometimes, you know, you get certain pockets, the coach say, "Oh, we just gonna get you. As long as you quiet, you good." It's you gotta be able to dribble and shoot. You just can't just be running back and forth. And then sometimes you have great players who carry the team, and the team still win, but everybody didn't contribute. So that's what we have to make sure that every player is contributed to the win, and then we'll be a 5 star district. That's what we'll be. Hmm.
And I don't know whether it's going to be the city or even our responsibility. But, one of the grandparents said that there is no guard for anybody walking with the kid. I mean, observing the kids in that elementary level coming down.
So no.
Anybody that you don't have you don't have a guard?
So at the elementary school, because I stand out there sometime, it's a crossing guard there. So if you are live in Shaker Park, it's a crossing guard that crosses the kids to Shaker Park, and then there is. But if they're walking to Granada, there's nobody. If they live on Ellicott, there's a crossing guard on Northfield that get them across the street, and then there you go. But once they go past the basketball courts, they on their own. Now there is a lot of parents that come get their kids. Like you see a lot of parents walking, but there's a few like big brother, little sisters that you see walking. So no, we don't walk them all the way to Granada, but we do get them across the street. We get them across the street.
Christina, what intersection are they having a problem? Are they deciding?
She mentioned Parkway Parkway. I think this grandmother may be concerned because it seems that there's no supervision with the kids walking from Northfield. Is there anybody?
No, it was in the first 2 days of school. It wasn't. The guy didn't show up at the corner. Yeah, he's there now.
That's through the city.
Yes, through the city.
Oh, okay. All right. I just want to clarify that.
Yeah, it's through the city.
Where the old convenience store used to be?
Yeah, he walk him across the street, but he wasn't there the first like week and a half of school. He didn't show up. Yeah. And no kids was like, they don't know how to cross the street. So then we start sending somebody over there to stand there to help.
Okay, but we know that it's taken care
Yeah,
of.
the guys there. I'm there every day at 3 to make sure that people walk across.
We do want to make sure our kids are safe.
Right. And I want to make sure that we make sure that the grandparents they are on it. Okay.
Yep.
Any more announcements? Dr. Ross?
The Ohio School Boards Association, they're having the Northeast Region Fall Conference. It's October 2nd at the Galaxy Banquet Center in Wadsworth. And I can send an email out to everybody if anybody wants to go. I should get us registered. We have until September 26th to register.
Okay.
So dinner and updates from the OSBA.
Thank you, Dr. Ross. Anything else in this? All right. I'm sorry. All right. If there's no further business, do we have a motion to adjourn?
Yes, Mr. Chairman, that we adjourn this meeting.
Do we have a second? It's been properly moved and seconded. Dr. Ross, would you please call the roll?
Mr. Freeman?
Yes.
Mr. Fuller?
Yes.
Mrs. Lumen?
Yes.
Mrs. Gator?
Yes.
Mr. Robbins?
Yes. Motion passes 5-0. Meeting adjourned.
You can keep those. Y'all keep them. Y'all keep them. Keep them. Yeah.
So